Morning guys, so I logged on to my Facebook this morning and I see one of my friends posted about the current price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you guys don't know, Bitcoin and Ethereum are cryptocurrencies. I'm sure most of you watching this know what they are, but anyways, Bitcoin is up over 2,000 US dollars per coin. And Ethereum is at about $150 a coin, and man, am I frustrated because a bunch of my friends about 3 months ago told me I should invest in Ethereum, and 3 months ago Ethereum was at $50 a coin. So if I had listened to them, if I had invested, I would have tripled that investment. And a lot of them, they didn't invest a ton of money. They put maybe $5,000, but still, that would have been $5,000 to $15,000, just like that. No work done. So let me know in the comments if you guys have ever had any investment opportunities that you wish you had taken advantage of. And we'll see. Now I'm tempted to invest now, but the problem is, you don't want to invest at the peak. Maybe 150 is where the growth is going to stop. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm intrigued by cryptocurrencies. They're cool. But on the way to the gym, on the way to class, I was up at around 5:30 this morning doing a few things. It's just about 7 now. Just finished up class, guys, and a thought I had is just how valuable your time is and how it's by far your most important resource. So, when you think about all the things you want to do, all the things you want to accomplish, your limiting factor always comes down to how much time you have in a day. And this is especially true for me right now. There's so many projects and things I want to do, and there's just not enough time. So what I find is as you get more successful, as you get farther along, you learn to respect your time more and more, and you will pay to save time. So, on the bright side, sitting in class today, I open up my email inbox and I see, the people I've hired, talking to my clients, facilitating that back and forth transaction. All I have to do is look over it and I'm CC'd, so if I want to, I can go in there, but seeing the business start to run itself and making the transition from working in my business to on my business is a huge positive shift. So that's what I was thinking today. I got to run a few errands, get my car washed, go pick up some groceries, do a bit more work tonight. Until then. So how do you know when to pull the plug on a client? They say that 80% of your issues will come from 20% of your clients. I have a difficult client right now. I think I mentioned him before. There's an issue with his landing pages. I've been back and forth with the landing page provider, and basically his 2 months with me came to an end. And he kind of put the ball in my court and said, give me a reason to stay with you another month. Now, I've gotten him some good leads. He's been unable to really make anything happen with them. Real estate's a tough industry for digital marketing. There's no question about it. But the issue I find that I face is, at what point do I just say this client is too much of a headache to even worry about? Is his strain on my time, energy, and peace of mind going to cost me more than the potential revenue from the fee he would pay me? And that's a good question. And it's just been going on and on and on. Honestly, if I could go back, I might even consider, was it even worth bringing him on in the first place? These are some questions to ask. Anyways, I made it this far, and I'm going to try to leverage it to at least get some discounts with the landing page provider on Bounce. because something's been going wrong. And if I tell them, hey, look, my client left because the landing page wasn't working, you know, they can probably give me some sort of compensation. Maybe they'll give me a free month, something like that. You know, Unbounce is not cheap. It's about 200 US a month. So it's probably my biggest single software expense, actually. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to get a discount out of it, and I'm going to put minimal effort into it with my client. You know, I'll email him back when he gets back to me. If he signs on with me, I'll take his revenue, I'll take his money, but I'm not going to bend over backwards anymore for it. So that's what we're doing today. I'm figuring that out. While it's on the agenda, I just got to onboard one of my employees with one of my clients. So the onboarding process is where I introduce them and get everything started. And then from then forward, the employee takes care of it. Technically, they're contractors, but they're dedicated contractors. You know, they work a fixed number of hours each week. So the management style is the same as if they were an employee. And yeah, then I got a bit of school stuff to do and a few things planned tonight. So it's always busy, but busy is good. So let's go. Good news, guys. I just heard back from Unbounce, and so I explained to him my situation. Look, I was nice about it. I explained what was going on. I politely asked for some compensation because I'm going to lose this client from Unbounce. And they're giving me 3 free months, which is incredible because that's, so they're, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 600 after tax, that's 668 US dollars. My math, since I'm in Canada, I think in Canadian dollars. So exchange rate 1.35. That's like about, you know, 800 to 900, maybe around 900 Canadian dollars. And guys, the management fee from this client was only $350 a month. It was a small client, but I got a $900 credit from all of this somehow. So I ended up ahead. I'll show you guys the email because I think this is a good lesson on how you can turn a negative into a positive. All right, so I do have to protect the privacy of my client's name, so I can't show you guys that. But this is sort of what I said at the end of my email. So I suppose going forward, the important thing is figuring out what went wrong here and preventing it from happening with a future client, as I am onboarding new ones to campaigns that involve Unbounce landing pages, and I have recently upgraded to a more expensive Unbounce plan. I know it's not your fault as you have tried your best to assist me here, but if there's anything Unbounce could offer to compensate, as I will be losing a chunk of revenue from this client, that would be appreciated. So that's what I said. And, you know, when we go through here, you know, he says, I've gone ahead and added a 3-month credit to the account of 668, and this is in US. So that is awesome, guys. So I'm really happy about this, guys. This credit is more money than the client was, even worse. That's awesome. 3 free months of my most expensive software expense. So, you know, hats off to Unbounce. All in all, there was an issue, but they've been super generous in compensating me here. So nothing but good things to say about them in the end. And I know as a business owner that there's always going to be mistakes, although I am a little bit frustrated with them because there was some sort of rendering error. I think they've handled it really well, and I've benefited from this. So I'm really, really happy about that. And that's a big win for today. That's essentially, I mean, I would have had to spend that money anyway. So essentially I've made $900 today from proper communication with this representative. So good stuff, guys. Really, really happy about that.